Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchere Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start this party by introducing the boys that make all the noise, my wrecking crews. We got the new recruits and we got the old guard. We're going to start off by introducing the new recruits. These boys are fresh on the scene. First out of the gate, we have Flash. He's my Gus Halo Pursuer. And then we got Jumpstart. He is my Exodus Orkin Inquisitor. And then we got Freezer Burn. He's my Ember Pinata Mercury. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then last but not least, we got Stinger. He's my Viper Shredder Strider. Then we got the old guard. Don't forget about them. They're part of the show. First out of the gate, we have Frick. He's my Death Button Raven with Orkins and Pinatas. And then we got his twin brother Frack, my Russian Death Button Raven with Talumbas and Pins. And then we've got Major Pain, my beautiful Zeus Fury. And then we've got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And last but not least, we got everyone's favorite Buzzkill, my Spark Scorch Mender. Now, these boys are all at level 6 and their weapons are at level 9, but they've climbed their way all the way up to Master 3. So make sure that you cheer them on when you see them out there on the field because they're fighting way above their weight class. All right, guys, let's get this party started. I'm going to call this battle Wake Up and Win. And I'll explain why as we go along here. Stick around to the end. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. It's got a nice sound to it. So, this is the old guard, but I put my beautiful Zeus Fury, this is Major Pain, on the old guard hangar here, on the old guard deck. And so, I'm running these guys out here on Carrier. These level 6 bots don't take a lot of punishment, but they still dish out pretty good pain with the level 9 weapons. But remember, I am definitely facing guys with level 9, 10, 11, 12, even MK2 stuff out here. So I definitely have to play smart with my bots. Don't stand out in the middle and don't get tagged a lot. But I've been able to do that because, and this is what my episodes are all about, showing you guys, you don't have to have lots of fancy gimmicks. Sometimes just good positioning, good timing, good pacing. You know, Major Pain, he is serious when it comes to dishing out some pain. But I can't stand out and take it easy. Like, I gotta watch what I'm doing here. But against these other experts and masters and champions, you know, I do pretty good. Watch these guys. They keep thinking they're going to take out Major Pain. No, you're not. You don't understand. I know how to do this. This is called a Fury sweet spot. You want to come march me down? What do you think you're going to do? You don't have a shot at it. The only guy that can get me is the guy that just jumped up. He's dead now. Where's your buddy? I'm going to take you out too. This is not tough to do, guys. When you are learning how to use your sweet spots right, you don't really need a lot of fancy gimmicks. You just need to do it smart. Now, the one guy that can take me out is out there. He is a Trident Fury. With the splash, he can do pretty good, especially if he's got the higher level equipment. My Tridents on the General, they're only at MK1 level 9. This guy probably has a much higher one, so he was able to take out the Major Pain. So now I'm going to hop in with Reaper. He's my Avenger Bulwark. Now, when you have a bulwark, make sure you're toggling properly. try to always run, if you can, with your Aegis shield down, not being used. So you're basically walking around with your physical shield. That means your Aegis shield is always being charged up. I didn't tap mine. I should have already by now. I forgot to, and that's the problem. If you forget to toggle, if you're in the heat of battle and you forget to do it right, your Aegis shield won't be ready when you need it. So it's really important, if you're going to run a bulwark, to always be ready and always be remembering to toggle back over to your physical shield so that your Aegis can be charging up, so you have that really quick to push like I just did there. Luckily I was able to do that, and by having that charged up, it allowed me to weather that storm. Now what I need to be doing is toggling back like I'm doing, let it build back up, you know, let my physical shield when I'm not being targeted, you know, just kind of do my thing with a bunch of other buddies there, and now it's ready to go in case someone starts to pummel me. I have that Aegis shield all charged up and ready to go. And that's how you work the bulwark. So I'm going over here. Looks like there's some, I don't want to go where there's too much heat. I want to kind of equal it out. See, and my physical shield stood up pretty good against those geckos. And that's the other thing too is, you know what, if anyone hits you with a gecko or a trebuchet from the distance, it's just going to bounce right off you. Now these are assassins, these blitzes, especially if they're leveled up, they're pretty good. Now he chunked himself all the way down, but this is where I woke up and won. So those were my two slower bots that we had out there. And now it's time to take in the fast ones. Frick and frack. These guys are really, they're fun because the double jump allows them to get right into the heat of the battle real quick like here. So I jumped right on in. And because of the double jump, I can also use them to run a quick covert maneuver, if you will, on a beacon. But this is a death button here, so it obviously puts out a lot of damage. I got a double jump. You know what I can do with that? I can go cause some distraction here. I can, look at this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cap this one. How long am I gonna hold it? I don't know, I only got level 6 bots. But by waking up and winning here, these 4 beacons is really all you need. With a minute something in, yeah, go ahead and take me out. And I got my mate right there behind me. He snuck up behind you. Now I got another double jump. This is frack. This is my Russian death button Raven. Getting right back into battle, but it doesn't matter. With 4 beacons to 1, now they're getting it back, but it's a little bit too late. That one really kind of helped seal the deal. We woke up and won at the end there, and that was a nice green banner at the end there. So, you know, I started off kind of slow, and just kind of monitored the field and kept things at balance and at bay and keep things going. And then I woke up at the end and a nice lot of action there. Grabbed a lot of damage toward the end there too, so that was nice. The general really worked him. Major Pain really did really good there at the beginning, just kind of holding his own and keeping things at bay. So that was a lot of fun. Good pilots on both sides for sure. And if you see your name here, thanks for the game. Peace out, guys. I'm gonna call this battle Kumbaya. And yeah, I've got a little tongue-in-cheek on this one here, guys. It's gonna be about camping. But if you enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song Woodish, I will definitely make this count. Now, if you're not a camper or if you hate campers, well, have an open mind on this one, guys. I want you to understand there definitely is a way to be a sniper support bot for your team and really make it count. So if you don't like watching paint dry, you may want to turn this off. But if you are a support bot, please hang around because there is some good lessons here, guys. Really good lessons. So this is the General. This next performance deserves a formal introduction. He's big, he's mean, he's a killing machine. When he walks the field, you see all the Reds yield. When you're in his sights, he's more than a handful. He's the one, the only, he's the General. Without question, my beautiful Trident Fury, affectionately known as the General, is one of the most important builds in my hangar. He's my opener on so many maps because he brings so much to the battle. His long-range weapons allow him to join the battle and help the runners long before the Brawlers even arrive on the scene. From one of my many Fury sweet spots, the General can guard multiple beacons, support many skirmish areas, and keep his eye on the flow of the battle. Another amazing gift that many don't realize until it's too late is the General's ability to hide in plain sight. With his top-mounted weapons and mid-chest target point, the General has the deadly ability to use structures around the battlefield as unbreakable shields and eradicate the Reds without risk of return fire. Those who underestimate this lumbering elephant quickly learn. You don't mess around with the General. My beautiful Trident Fury. You've known him, he's been around for well over a year, and he's definitely a formidable bot. Now they did do a nerf on the Tridents. They don't reach as far. The splash is not as formidable, but this is a Fury sweet spot like you can't imagine. Look what the General just endured. Someone really trying to walk him down. He's almost down to nothing, right? 2.5 minutes in, we're just about done with the General, right? Guess again. Stick around, guys. I do want you to understand something about being a support bot. It isn't about sitting in one spot. It's about finding a good spot that you can support the area of contention. Now, in Yamato, the area of contention is that center beacon. So if you can support the center platform and you can do it effectively and efficiently, you are supporting more than one. Because you're not allowing anyone to get by you here on this little broken catwalk. No one's getting the beacon behind me, right? So there's one beacon I'm guarding. Then no one's going to be able to stand near the center beacon without getting plastered by my splashes. That's 2 beacons I'm guarding. And obviously the one over to our home area is protected as well because they can't get past me. So in standing in one spot, I'm able to effectively guard 3 beacons at once. Does that mean I'm guarding it single-handedly? No, I've got mates on my team that are doing it too. But together as a team, we are definitely making things happen and keeping things at a 3 and pole position. So with my team and myself in a good, solid spot here, it may look like a boring battle, and it may be for you guys. You know, I don't know what you like to do. If you don't like to just sit in one spot and support your team, fine. But look what the General's been able to do. Now, we are 4.5 minutes in. I still have a little bit of sliver of life left, and I am still chipping away at the Reds. They cannot get to the beacon behind me. They cannot get into the center without getting pummeled by me and the rest of my mates. So together as a team, we are doing a good job, and we are keeping the Reds at bay. Looking at the body count, we're about even. It's hard to tell if they're meching out or not because you really can't see what they have in the rears. But look, if there's someone come up in the center, I'm going to wait my turn and boom, we're going to take them out. So I am definitely not sitting around doing nothing. I'm moving to where I can be the most effective. If they hadn't nerfed the splash on the Tridents, I'd be even more effective. But unfortunately, I can't reach around that little center wall that's up on the center platform there. That little wall that's protecting, they can't reach around anymore. They could used to be able to do that, but now they can't. But I am still watching anyone that's coming up to the platform. I'm still chipping away at anyone that's coming on either side. No one's going to make it to our spawn beacon. No one's making it to the beacon behind me. And again, that center between my mates and the rest and myself is going to get lit up by anyone who's trying to get up there and get to center. We're going to keep this game under control simply by me and my mates doing what we can do. So, although you call it camping, you may call it ineffective, but right now, I am definitely supporting the team, and my effect, my presence here at this broken catwalk, at this Fury sweet spot, has definitely made an impact on the battle. Stick around, you'll see. So I am gonna make sure no one makes it down to that center platform, and they're just about mech'd out on the red side, and because of that, I can start walking forward now, getting myself out of position, I know. But look at the General. He was down to nothing. He is still down to nothing, but it doesn't matter. From that Fury sweet spot, it's a good guarded spot. You don't take as much damage, and if you're smart about it, you can take your team all the way to the victory. And here's the payoff, guys. Look at that. Even though I was camping, I did top damage. I did get 1 beacon, that's great. But you know what matters is we helped the team win. We camped in the right spot. I didn't stand in just one spot, just one area. But in that one area, I was able to do great support. So good pilots on both sides, no one tanked, but we had a good game. If you see your name here, thanks for the game. I hope this taught you something here, guys. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Safe Bet. And it's this episode's Beacon Rush battle. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, War. So, on Moon, if Beacon Rush, you have a safe bet. It's right here at the beacon inside the Coliseum. If you think you can win the battle inside there against the guy that has just captured that beacon, take it. Because when you eliminate them, they can't spawn on top of you. They spawn on the other side of the Coliseum. that is a safe bet. So when you are in Beacon Rush, this is only for Rome. When you've got Beacon Rush Rome and you have a one-on-one and you're battling for that center, go for it if you think you can take it, because they won't be able to spawn right on top of you and take it back. So there's your safe bet tip for the day. Now, we've got a 4-to-1 beacon advantage. They only have their spawn beacon, unfortunately, over to my left. Someone has left the, oh no, they didn't get it. Okay, I'm worried about these exterior beacons because it doesn't look like my guys are monitoring them all that well. They're allowing them to get taken over. Well, luckily we're melting them as they do that, but look at that. All my guys are standing in the middle of the Coliseum. They shouldn't be doing that. I'm trying to take this one, and unfortunately, it's a little too late. Frickin's gonna get taken out. But that's okay. So now I'm going to get my little pursuer over here. This is Flash. And just kind of watch this thing and get some damage here. If they're all going to start spawning in the only beacon they really have, fine. I can sit over here and chip them away, peek around the corner, get them as I can. And this is a way to grab a lot of silver. We'll just melt them as they spawn. They're getting back. Gosh, you know, our guys are really allowing too many beacons to be left unattended. They got the center one now, which is not good. Now my guys are going to go in there and try to attack the center, but remember, if they can do that, that's okay. The center is a safe bet. You can actually absolutely take center back if you want to, because when they respawn, they're going to respawn outside of the Coliseum. So it's a good one to go after. So if you ever have that opportunity to get inside of the Coliseum and you have the one-on-one, that is a safe bet. And you'll probably win it if you take it, and then you won't have to worry about anyone popping right on top of you there. My team has done a pretty good job of coming back and getting back to some of the beacons that we lost, and I think that really nice, that big jump at the beginning allowed us to get a nice beacon advantage. And Rome has a lot of structures that protect you, so even if you know, you can get pretty close to a liberated beacon and get on top of it there. So it's a pretty good win. But there's my tip for the day. Safe bet in Rome when you have it there, guys. We have, looks like Masters and Experts on both sides. I'm in Masters 3 right now, which puts me against Experts and Masters. Sometimes I'll see Champs. It really depends on who's starting the battle at the same time and what kind of player pool is out there. But definitely guys that know the battle, know the game. Hopefully these Beacon Rush battles are helping you learn some good tips. So if you see your name here, thanks for the game. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.